Everybody has slow seasons and they are terrible. Sometimes you can plan for them, sometimes you can't. I'm currently in one of those slow seasons. And there are a couple things that I wanted to talk about when it comes to slow seasons. Number one, what's something that you can do to help not maybe avoid, but mitigate how slow it is. And then some things that you can do to plan for these slow seasons. The first thing is to help mitigate or avoid these slow seasons is don't stop trying to find new clients. Something that I didn't do a lot of in the winter and the spring was I didn't continue to reach out to new people, to new clients. I didn't continue to try and find new business or cultivate the relationships that I have with people to bring in more business, whether it be repeat or new. I didn't really maintain those relationships, mainly because it was really hard for me to focus on what I was doing since I'm a one-man band and I didn't have any support system because I was so focused on making sure projects were finished, making sure that I had scheduling done. There's just so much that I was focusing on that I just didn't worry about the new client acquisition. And now come June, July, and August, it's incredibly slow for me. I'm not frustrated that I have a slow season. It happens. It's more that I wish I had done a few things differently to have given myself a better chance to have some more work. So what do I do during slow seasons? There's a few things that I do. One, I try to do as many spec projects as I possibly can. I'm working on doing and planning a couple spec commercials, some ads. I'm working on planning some YouTube content things just for fun for me. I'm working on a micro documentary that I'm doing a series on these little micro documentaries. There's a lot that I'm working on. I'm trying to fill the days with those kinds of projects and thinking about and planning for the future. I'm also reaching out to many different people, different types of clients that are similar to what I do now. I am trying to break into other markets because I just don't like to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I'm trying to find a way to make consistent cash flow so that I can plan for my monthly expenses. Right now, I basically do about 3 or 4, 5 to 10 or more $1,000 projects every month or so. So I have a lot of good, lump sums coming in all at once. But when you have bills and other things that you have to pay, consistent income is important. So finding a way to get retainer clients or having meetings with people and doing a lot of different things, I think is really important during these slow seasons. And I feel like there's you see a lot of people working and you feel this dread of, oh no, I don't have a lot of work going on, what am I going to do? You feel behind because other people have more work than you, and you're like, why am I not having the work they have? Getting into this mindset is incredibly toxic. And I say that because I've been in this mindset and I am just kind of getting out of this mindset. But being in this mindset is incredibly toxic because not everybody does the same thing that you do. You may see somebody working every day or, 3 or 4 times a week, and you may think, oh my gosh, they're killing it. Well, you, like me, may do bigger projects and it takes a little longer and you're kind of doing a lot of the project yourself. And so you may see somebody else working a lot more and you may see yourself kind of doing editing or admin or planning or things, and you see that and you think, oh no, what am I doing? I'm not working. I should be out working. I should be out doing things. That's part of the reason why I've kind of tried to stay off of scrolling through social media, because I find it very toxic. I find you see the best of people and you don't really see the reality of things. You got to figure out ways to help you and your future business. Again, I'm working on some spec projects. Maybe I'm not getting paid right now, but I'm still trying to boost my portfolio and make work that I'm proud of, that I could put a ton of effort into and then go pitch to other clients. I think that's a real important thing when it comes to slow seasons, is to know that there will be work coming in. One of my clients is a university, so they're out for the summer. I know that. I'm able to plan some more vacations. My wife and I are going away in a couple weeks for her birthday. There's times where like we can go on vacation and we can do things, and I try to plan for those. Like the summer is when we go and do more things. I'm still working on some projects. I've still got some money coming in. It's just not nearly as much as when the school is in season. So when the school is in season, I'm working, 3-4 days a week, and I'm booked pretty solid throughout the school year of this university. I feel like a lot of us have this existential dread when we see a slow season, and I'm guilty of it. But what we have to understand is that, yes, right now you may be in a slow season, but how can you work with that? How can you accept that, but yet take that energy of dread and turn it into a positive? I'm really trying to practice my cinematography, my lighting, my composition, and just this overall storytelling aspects of our work. I'm really practicing that and trying to perfect that in this slow season. You always have to be working on yourself and your craft and what you do. You really need to be focused on bettering what you can do in these slow seasons. So you say, okay, I'm in a slow season, I'm in a rut, I'm not having a lot of work. What can I do? And that's one of the things that I think that's the hardest about our industry, is that it's so up and down. Freelance is like feast or famine. And understanding that, knowing that, being okay with that is what's the best thing that you can do. And taking this slow season and saying, okay, how am I going to make sure that this doesn't happen again, or it doesn't happen to this extent? But as I said at the beginning, one of the best things that you can do is during your busy seasons, devote time to reaching out to past clients saying, hey, I really loved working with you, and I'm planning some stuff for the summer. Just wondering if you have anything that you need me to do. Just doing all that kind of stuff is really important to do, even if you're in a busy season, and just finding time for that. That's what I have to say about slow season. To be honest, I don't mind some slow seasons because I was going, on 5-6 hours of sleep, not eating healthy, not going to the gym, not doing the things that I wanted to do. But I feel like it takes a toll on us mentally, emotionally, physically, and we just need some time to rest. It's just making sure that you can kind of plan for them and make sure that like you have something, going forward. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I kind of want to do some of these style of videos more. So if you like this, please put in the comments whether you like this or not, or how I can maybe make this easier to watch, more informational, how this kind of style can benefit, my audience. So with that, I hope you have a wonderful day and you stay safe.